How's it going, Lone Riders? Andrew back with another video this week. It's going to be about handlebar risers, ergonomics, and making you comfortable on your ride. If you're new here, subscribe. We put out weekly videos about product development, design, and production. Handlebar risers. This is a handlebar riser that I just 3D printed out on my printer just over there, and it will help with ergonomics and comfort on long trips, or better control over the bike when you're standing on your pegs and many other things. So let's just jump into the computer and have a look at what we've come up with and the feedback that you might have for me. So first up, ergonomics. What is ergonomics? Ergonomics is basically how the human body interacts with objects in the world, and that could be from seats to bench heights to tables to office chairs to everything. And what's important with this product is it improves or changes the ergonomics and your position on that bike. If it's sitting down for long distances, if it's on the pegs and you're standing up, it does change. A few centimeters does change a lot. I found this a lot with traveling long distances for weeks on end. You do start to get pain points around the body, and this helps alleviate them, especially if you're, because one size doesn't fit all. They manufacture a bike, it's fixed in one position, but that doesn't suit everyone. It depends on your height and also the dimensions of your body. So ergonomics, I studied this in school. It's a whole topic in itself, but basically you need to understand that everybody's different, but there's basically a middle ground where the percentile of the population fit into, and then there's the both sides of it, the extreme sides of it. We always try and get in the middle, depending on the product, but this time we'll make a few different variants of the handlebar risers. So such a small piece of material and kit, but very important for many reasons. So I found this website, Cyclergo.com, so you can put your bike in there. They have quite a few of them, and you can adjust the handlebar rise and the pullback on these things and see your position. As the BMW R1200, you can see the angle of his back and his reach. This is for 183 centimeters. That's 1.6 or 6.1 in inches, feet and inches. And then you have the Africa Twin. So already in this image, you can see that the Africa Twin is for taller people. You have much more straighter back, and the arms are more more towards the 90-degree angle than the GS. So let's jump over to this website and have a look. So checking out this Africa Twin here, if I change the vehicle customization, if I can, basically the handlebar risers are going to change the pitch and the location of the handlebars. So I can move them. You watch his back and his arms and his legs when you increase it only by 1 or 2 centimeters. It's quite substantial. And if I give it a bit of a pullback, so that's going towards the rider has already a completely different pose to the standard settings that come out of the factory. Same with the GS. This is just to give you an idea of like why it's so important and what a few centimeters or inches can do for you. So let's have a look at the design that we have created. So this is the base form. It's based off the BMW R1200 GS. The reason why I've done the GS is because I have the bike downstairs. I can actually fit this part to it and test it on me and have a feeling for it. But I'm going to ask you later for your bike and your height. So just hold on in there and let me know in the comments or the form that I'll send out. So the idea with this is it's on an angle, and it'll be coming up and towards you. So basically it's going to sit into the cavity of the handlebar on the existing BMW, and then it'll move, the handlebar will move up and out from the original position. It'll be fixed in by 4 bolts. You have 2 bolts at the bottom and 2 bolts at top, just to clamp it in there nice and tight. These are M8s, so they're pretty big bolts. If you see here why there's an angle, why we've done the angle like this is because we can actually, we're going to do a straight one too, but we can always just extend that linear there and make it longer or shorter. So every centimeter we go up, we go out we go up also. So every centimeter you go out, we also go up. So that's the idea of this angled position. So if the rider wants to go back, they can go back and up on that arc. So that's the two. We're going to do several sizes. What sizes should we do? So I've made a questionnaire, and in here is a couple of questions that I want to ask you so we can develop something that suits you best. So first question is how tall are you? And the second question is do you need the handlebar risers for sitting down traveling, or do you need them for when you stand up on the pegs off-road? What's the use of them for you? Also, what kind of motorcycle do you ride? Because I've got these ones for the BMW, because I've got the bike here and I'm developing that because it's just easy to develop. But tell me which bike you have. I can go and have a look at that bike and go and find it and develop the design for that as well. So basically that's it. Quick video today and about handlebar risers. Such a small thing but very important. Let me know in the comments what we should do, what we can do differently if you have them on your bike, what you like about them, why you bought them, what's game changer for you, or what would you like to see. I understand there's different there's movable ones. You can put movable ones in there, and I don't want to do those at the moment because I want something that's safe, and so I would just rather go for a flat stable design right now. We're going to get the certifications for them as well, and those curved ones are very much user dependent and how they tighten them on the bike and things like that. So we're going to steer clear of those right now. We'll look at those later, but for now this is the latest design for a handlebar riser from Lone Rider. So that's it this week. That was the handlebar riser. This is the first variant from it. We've just got this design finished up today, so and 3D printed out today. I'm going to throw it on the bike and test it and see what's going on and see if it's comfortable. I have to print out another one, obviously. So yeah, give us a feedback if what you want, and we'll go from there. Thanks a lot.